All right, today we're gonna get back on this four-wheeler. We got some parts ordered. We started and took the chain tensioner off, realized the sprocket was missing on it, or the wheel. So ordered a chain tensioner for it. The bushings are gone, the steering shaft, we're gonna put those in too. We may not get it all done in one sitting, but we're gonna at least get this chain tensioner popped on. Let's see, came in the mail. Caleb's been waiting patiently, wants to ride his four-wheeler before I sell it. So, well, that wheel's not as big as I thought it was going to be. Let's see, where's that old one at? There it is. Pop some gloves on. We got to go to some travel baseball here in just a little bit, so I'm trying to stay clean today. I was a mechanic for years and years, so I got real used to wearing these kind of gloves. It just makes cleanup so much easier. Plus, I mean, this crap, a lot of this crap I handle is just bad for you. So you can see the difference. See that, Caleb?
Yeah.
So the center section's still there. That's just the bearing, but the wheel's missing on this one. So that one is El Junco. Put that on the scrap metal pile.
Mine so need that.
Huh?
I don't know if I don't need that anyway. The old one?
No one's gonna need the old one.
Oh,
I don't know if y'all can see this. I may have to get a little better angle here.
I really want to wash this thing when we get it done.
You wanna wash it?
Yeah.
All right. Whatever floats your boat.
Washing really fun. Especially with all that dusty dirt right
All
there.
right, I'll lower this tripod down. See if we can't get a better shot here.
That's pretty good.
So this chain tensioner, I didn't take the wheel off. It'd been a lot easier for you guys to see if I did, but it's right here. And it pushes up on the chain, which I don't see how this is gonna take enough slack out. I think the chain is stretched myself, but we're gonna try.
You gotta try.
One thing, these nuts, whoever was in here before boogered these nuts up pretty bad. They rounded the edges off, so I want to go see in my nut bin if I've got anything that'll match that, so we don't have to put these, crappy rounded off nuts back on this thing. So I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, found us a couple nuts. And they're shouldered just like the factory ones, so that'll work good. I'll stick this bad boy in here.
You can talk though. What? You can talk though. The camera's right here. It's on now. You're working on it. You don't have one paper on here, right? I'm washing the boiler though. So look how. Anyone wants to see it like that?
Huh?
I said, do you think anyone wants to see it all dirty?
It's not that dirty, but it's
Surprise.
faded. The plastics are all faded. They're cracking and falling apart a little bit.
So you get too
I
powerful on
mean,
it.
no, when you wash it, it's fine.
I just try to get it all clean.
I know you want to clean it up. It's fine.
Oh, it looks right. It looks really good with the new part. Do we have to worry about that's for the foiler too? Yeah.
Yes.
You still burn yourself. But it's easier on the foiler. Yeah, but foiler won't tip as bad, but still. There should be a light on here, I can tell.
All right, don't wear yourself out for your game.
Game. This is for the steering.
a different wrench. Alright, that chain's still kind of loose. I think the chain's a little stretched because the tensioner's maxed out all the way, but that's alright. For now, we're just trying to get it mobile. It's not something we're going to go race by any means. Right, Caleb?
Yeah.
We're just going to putt around the yard till it sells. We're going to put some air in these tires. We're going to put some gas in the tank, see if this thing will fire up. We'll do the, I'll do the bushings in the steering column on a different video maybe. Yeah, maybe later. So I'm going to take all this stuff apart. It's probably going to be, this video is probably going to run a little long anyway. Well, I'll edit it down, but I just don't feel like doing it right now.
I know, because got to take all of that off?
I don't know yet. I got to look into it. So we're going to air up the tires, put some gas in it, and see if this thing will run.
Amen.
All right, guys, snuck back out here without my boys for a minute to work on this little carburetor on this 4-track 70. I pulled the bowl back down. Before we were having a problem with gas getting into the bowl, so we had a clog there. I cleaned that clog, and then it still wouldn't pull up fuel out of the bowl into the cylinder, injected it in the cylinder. So I pulled the bowl back down, and I took this main jet out, and it's totally clogged. So I've got some small I use these for cleaning jets out. I'm not sure exactly what they were intended on. It's a file of some sort, a small little file. I think this was my dad's. I've had it for years and years, but this was totally plugged. But you can see how small that is. If you can see that. It was totally plugged. I couldn't see any light through it. Couldn't spray brake clean through it. And the side of the jet has little teeny tiny holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. There's 2 and 2, and then 3 and 3. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's 10 little tiny holes. We'll make sure all those are free. I don't have anything small enough to go through those, but I'll blow just brake or a carburetor cleaner through it. But I just run these files through to open up that jetway and make sure that's good and clear. Because if that's plugged, it's not gonna spray. These little holes, it pulls the fuel up this way and it sprays it out of these little holes, and the air comes across it and it atomizes and goes into the engine. So this ethanol gas clogs up these jets real bad, and it doesn't take any time. These little brass jets, that ethanol gets corroded. I've seen much worse than this in a short amount of time. I'm talking about 2-3 months with this ethanol sitting up sometimes can clog a jet. Just depends. Just depends. So it's a good idea if you've got it handy to run the non-ethanol or to run some sort of a stabilizer in it, because it doesn't take long. It's not good stuff. The ethanol is not good fuel. I miss our old gasoline. That stuff could sit around forever almost and not cause any harm. This stuff is terrible. So I'll run that through a few times. I'm gonna spray through it. At least we know it has some flow through it, and I'll spray through it a few times. I'll probably take some compressed air, not my mouth, actual compressed air from the air compressor and the hose, and spray through that jet and hopefully dislodge anything else that's in there. I can see light through it now. I just hold it up to the light and see. I can see a lot of light through it now. I don't see any other obstructions in there. It's sometimes you can take the carb cleaner and hold your finger over the end and it'll make it come out of these little jets. I've got fuel coming. I've got cleaner coming out of all the holes now. So I'll screw that back up in there, put the bowl back on. Ooh, that's cold. It's pretty cold in the shop today. That just about froze my hand. You can see it swelling my rubber gloves up too. Pop those off. Ooh, that's cold. All right, I'm gonna get some new gloves on. I'm gonna pop this back together. So basically, I've got the main jet down. I've got the float down. I'll clean out through the needle and seat the float again, and just take my straw and stick it up in there and give it a couple squirts. And that should be it. These carburetors aren't very complicated, so sorry, I'm kind of crouched down. I've got the camera kind of low so you can see this little four-wheeler. I had it up on the lift, but I don't anymore. But I'll get this thing buttoned up. Hopefully this will get it running real quick. I'll quit babbling. All right, I got the jet back in, got the float back in. Basically the float just goes up and down as the gas comes into the bowl. Float goes up and down. It's down, it pulls the jet down. It lets gas come in. When it fills the bowl up, the float rises. As it rises, it pushes that jet back up. It shuts that gas off, so it doesn't overrun the bowl and flood the carburetor, flood the engine out with fuel. It doesn't get too much fuel. It's how it controls the fuel. So it floats up and down inside of there. So I got that back on. There's just one screw on each side of the bowl. It comes down real easy. These little carburetors are really not hard to work on. Don't be scared of them. And you can buy brand new ones pretty cheap, but they're not going to be like the factories. Usually it's just a good cleaning. Sometimes you'll need an O-ring set. That fuel bowl on the bottom has an O-ring goes around it. That one's getting a little bit out of shape. So if I have any leaks, I may have to order a gasket for it, a gasket kit. But you can order like a jet pack, which is going to come with a jet and maybe the float and the needle and the seat. And just a little minor rebuild kit, probably for $10, $20, something like that, or cheap. It's super easy. So we're going to give it a whirl. Put the bowl on, turn the fuel back on, and we'll see if this thing runs. She's running like a champ. As Caleb walks in, he didn't know I was out here working on it. I was going to surprise them because they're out of school on their winter break.
Now why you want us coming in here?
Yeah. And I'll fix it real fast. I knew what was wrong with it. I just wanted to spend a little time on it. All right, we got it going, and that's about it. That's going to wrap up this video. As Caleb walks in, he's going to go for a ride. Maybe I'll take a little video of him tooling around on it. In the front yard. I got to get it out of the shop though. It's going to take me a few minutes, and we'll do that. He's all excited, so he's running off to go tell his brother and sister, I guess. All right, we'll see you in a minute. that stuff up. Be careful on this thing. Remember how to ride it? Got it shift up. So neutral all the way down and pull up the first gear. Start losing power, you shift back down. Shift back down, get more power. Runs out of gear and you shift up. Yeah. Does it fit?
Yeah.
Still have to fix the bushings in the steering linkage, the steering column, steering shaft, whatever you want to call it. Got our Christmas tree laying out in the yard. I'm gonna bury it for some bedding, a little structure for the pond. Maybe we'll make a little video of that. Alright, finally got them out of the house. It's been raining like crazy and they're on break. And I had nothing to do basically, except for watch YouTube. Alright. Mr. Evil Knievel wants to ride the dirt bike. Alright, let's get it going for you. Alright, they're out there having fun. We got the four-wheeler going, got the dirt bike going. They're rutting up the yard. But that's a good thing. Hey, they've been bored and cooped up in this house for a few days with all this rain, and they're on break. And had to get them out and get them doing something besides staring at the computer all day long. As much as I like YouTube, hey, can't watch it all the time, right? Got to get out and do something. And that's what we did today. We got out and did something, and they're having some fun. I'm going to let them ride for a few more minutes. We're going to wash these machines off and grab some lunch or something. Hey, make sure you like this video and subscribe it. It helps it, share it around the channel and helps build our channel. We appreciate it. Subscribe, like, share, drop some suggestions if you have any, and hopefully we'll be able to keep producing some content to add to the entertainment and lives, right? We appreciate you watching. See you next time.